In October of 2024, both NASA and NOAA announced that the sun was at maximum in the solar cycle, and we were at the peak of solar cycle 25. Hold on, not so fast. That might not be true. It probably isn't true. I'll tell you what's going on, and we'll break it down. Stick around. So if you're a ham radio operator like myself, with all the radio blackouts, all the disturbances, everything that's been going on lately, you know there's a lot going on with the sun. And this whole thing that said we were on the downslope and solar maximum had hit for cycle 25, wow, it's kind of bringing into question what's going on. If you're not a radio operator and you've just seen all the amazing aurora over the past couple weeks and what's been going on with the sun, you too, and I tell you, I've seen a lot of social media posts like, this isn't normal. What's going on? Chicken Little, the sky is falling. This is normal. And I'll tell you what's going on. And in all likelihood, while we are getting ready to experience a second peak in solar cycle 25, that's nothing new. A second peaks in solar cycle has actually happened in the last 3 solar cycles, and it's happened several times over the recorded history of solar cycles. We get the sun appears to peak, comes back down, and then out of nowhere, whoop, peaks back up again, and solar cycles experience a second peak. And that's what I believe is going on right now. This is called, let me look at my notes here, the Gnevyshev gap, the Gnevyshev gap. Okay, anyway, named after a Russian guy. Anyway, the Gnevyshev gap is what that is. So the second peak is called the Gnevyshev peak. So when this is going on, this valley that it seems like we have been in, a lot goes on. But the real answer to this and what's really going on that's been recorded is that the solar activity, the flares, the spots, whatever, have mostly been in the northern hemisphere of the sun. And now what we're experiencing, we peaked at that northern hemisphere, probably as NASA and NOAA both said, for those northern hemisphere activity, that it reached its peak in October of 2024. But now the southern hemisphere, if you notice what's going on and what's been happening, the southern hemisphere is starting to do the same thing. So what's going on now is that second half, and we're getting ready to experience that second peak. Now, solar cycles, they don't always happen at the every 11-year thing. Sometimes it could be 10 to 12, maybe even 13 years for a cycle, especially when you experience these gaps from what I've studied and understand. That's a good thing for ham radio operators or radio hobbyists, shortwave listeners, anyone that's really into radio itself. Yeah, we have to put up with the radio blackouts, but the increased charging because of the increase in sunspots means better activity and over a longer period of time. So what I think we're going to experience as ham radio operators is a 10-meter band lasting a lot longer than we thought it would as far as at its peak. The peak is stretched out now. We're going to have more fun on 10 meters and 11 meters if you're an 11-meter guy. It's something that that's happening now and something to really look forward to. So don't just say, hey, it's over, we're coming down the cycle. Not quite. And this valley we're in right now, this gap that we're in, it can last anywhere from 18 months to 2 years. So this second peak, we may be getting close to it now, but this could be well into next year, and we could see a lot more aurora activity, a lot more going on with radio blackouts, unfortunately, but then again, a lot more good stuff with, a more charged ionosphere, better HF radio operations and things going on. Guys, just wanted to talk about it a bit. I saw this in the news and really and did the deep dive and did some research on it. I looked back at a lot of the solar peaks in the past. It's kind of interesting as well too. So I think if we look at it since we started way back in what was solar cycle 1 when it was first started studying the sun and what's going on with it is not just the ups and downs every 11 years or so, but over the centuries of times, the ups and downs go up and down and up and down. It looks to me, I'm not an expert, but maybe we're rising up again. Maybe we're getting close to that. From all I hear from older guys was the 1960, at the beginning of the end of the 50s, the beginning of 60s. How amazing! And I've seen videos of I'm a medium wave DXer of people on the East Coast listening to California AM radio stations during that period of time. So, wow, maybe not this cycle, but one or two later. God, hope we're all there to see it. Things will be getting better with radio in that mode as well. But hey, I'm just a nerd, amateur radio operator that's kind of like into going down a rabbit hole and studying things and talking about it here on YouTube. If you really want to do a deeper dive or learn more, the Space Weather Woman, Dr. Tamitha Skov, she's got an amazing website. I watch her all the time. It's one of my favorites. She gives a pretty good, accurate forecast of what's coming and what's going on with the sun. The second one is Geophysicist Stefan Burns. His stuff is a little more, he's really gone down the what's going on with earthquakes and Three Eye Atlas and all that, and his stuff can get kind of sciencey, science fiction-y, whatever. But he's good too. He's fun to watch and very informative as well. I'll put links to both of their YouTube channels as well, and you can check those out. But that's it, guys. It looks like we're going to be in for this is going to end up being a pretty decent cycle. A lot of people have been saying it's not living up to the hype, but I don't think anyone can really predict what this. It's just like the weather. It's a prediction. It'll never be accurate. But if things are looking like they are looking, and there is a lot of text out there right now that's saying this second peak is coming, this is really shaping up to be a great time for HF radio and a great time to be a ham, to be a CB operator, to be a shortwave listener, be a medium wave DXer, to just be in the radio. It's a great time. If you're into that as well, please subscribe to my channel. It's just a lot of fun. I like to go out and operate portable HF radio. I'm into it. I do a little bit of medium wave DXing on the channel as well. Please do. Also, hit the hype button. Keeps me in the algorithm and keeps the channel going. There's something new from YouTube. It's a mobile thing only. If you're watching on a mobile app, please do me right, man. Hit the hype button and keep this channel kind of up there with everyone else. Till next time, I'm Walt K4OGO. Thanks for watching. 73.